Don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Weight on my shoulder, bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you.
What's going down, YouTube, man? It's your boy Trill Woodbeat. Trill fam, I'm back with another video. Now, this video has been highly requested, you know what I'm saying? I'm not bullshitting. If I could find the comments, I'm gonna find the comments, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure it wasn't nobody that was on YouTube that was subscribed to me. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? That's why I gotta go look, you feel me? But if I do find some comments that say, do the Army story time, then I'm gonna post it. I'm you know what I'm saying, put it on the screen, you feel me? I'm gonna crop it out, do all type of nice stuff to it. But let's go ahead and get to this shit, man. So a lot of y'all young boys want to know about my Army experience, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all, you feel me? Got my vape, that bitch work. Like I said, it light up, as y'all can see. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to this Army shit. So as y'all can see, man, we got 2K gameplay in the back, you know what I'm saying? Just so y'all can see something, or you know what I'm saying, y'all can have something to watch if y'all want to hear me talk, you know. I mean, if y'all want to look at my ugly ass face, you know what I'm saying, even though I'm pretty. But let's go ahead and get down to it, man. I only got y'all boys one game, man. This motherfucker, this gameplay I recorded has been like an hour. It's like over an hour, so I'm gonna have to cut some of that shit out. But you know what I'm saying, I brought y'all one game. I don't know how long this talk gonna be, so that's why I just recorded for a whole hour, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead. The first thing I wanna alright, so I got some points and shit, you know what I'm saying? Some points that I'm gonna talk about, you know. I got different all types of points. I don't know if y'all can see it. All that right there. I'm pretty sure y'all not gonna be able to see. But yeah, that's my points. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. So when did I join? I joined in August of 2016, right after I graduated from school, like right after, like a couple weeks after, you know what I'm saying? But before that, let's go back to graduation day. Graduation day, everybody knew I was going to the Army because that's what they said. Everybody that enlisted in the Army got a special I don't know how to explain it. Like they was saying the people names that was all going to the Army. So you know, they said my name, I stood up and everything, you feel me? So that was the first part. But before that, they had Army people coming, like it was Army people, it was Navy people, and it was Air Force people. Everybody was coming to talk to us in different classes and shit. But I didn't really think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? I was in English class when they came through, and they had two sergeants. A big sergeant, his name was I ain't gonna lie, I forgot their recruiter name because they don't do recruiting in Port Arthur no more. But it was Sergeant Span, he was one of them, and Sergeant Barrows was one of them. And also Sergeant LaGrange, he was also one of them too. But I think they located somewhere else. You know, you can do that when you're in the Army, you know what I'm saying? They travel, you know what I'm saying? They travel a lot and they get paid for their travel. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I liked about that. They always paid you for your travel, no matter where you went. The Army paid for your travel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they just came talk to us in the classes and shit. And I ain't really think nothing about. I was like, bullshit ass military. You know what I'm saying? But then something hit me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I can't talk and do that shit, man. Fuck that shit, bitch ass shit. But look, what I was talking about. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, it hit me. And I was like, why everybody scared to go to the military? What's so wrong about the military? So, you know what I'm saying? I was asking around. And one day in the lunch period, you know what I'm saying? It was lunchtime around this time. And I went to go see the Army people, you know what I'm saying? I went to go see Sergeant LaGrange. He was a staff sergeant at the time. I think he's probably like a sergeant first class or fucking on his way to master sergeant. But yeah, he was a staff sergeant. I seen him in the lunchroom, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what made me go talk to them, but I seen they had a pull-up bar. And they was like, if you do 10 pull-ups, then you're eligible to sign up for the military. So you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I see one. I see that pull-up bar over there. So I went to go do pull-ups. I went to do 10 pull-ups. But they already knew me, you know what I'm saying? They knew me way before this. So I'm just over there, I'm talking to them like on some man-to-man type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in school, but I'm thinking like a man, you know what I'm saying? Let me go talk to him and see what, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. So I'm talking to them. They like, hey, bro, you know, I'm glad you came talk to us, man. Let's give you some information. So, you know me, I love information. So I stay around, you know what I'm saying? He telling me everything about the Army. I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? They was going to pay for my training and all that. I'm going to be able to do all the traveling and all that. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I signed up, you feel me? And after that, me and Sergeant LaGrange, we became super close, you know what I'm saying? He's a white sergeant. Me and him became super close. And after that, man, I was just hitting him up, you know what I'm saying, on the phone, calling him about military and all that shit. I just wanted to know more about it because I was like, why is everybody scared of it? You know what I'm saying? Why everybody scared of the military? Why nobody don't want to go? You know what I'm saying? It sounds so good, you feel me? But yeah, I got some pictures too. I'm gonna put up my pictures in my videos and shit when I talk about the subject, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I joined in August 2016. I don't remember the month, but I did. What was my job? My job was, I was a 13 Bravo. A 13 Bravo is a cannon crew member. What I did was shot cannons, and I was kind of like the 11 Bravos. The 11 Bravos is like the infantry, you know what I'm saying? That's the people that's on the front line. So I was basically on the front line. My job was a 13 Bravo, but they made me train like an infantryman, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. I had to go on the front line just in case our infantrymen die, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the front line. So if the front line die, we got to be ready because we're next in line, you know what I'm saying? We're the ones shooting the cannons. We're behind the infantry people. Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, so what did I do on my job? What did I do on my job? We had a gun. I'm gonna find a picture of the cannon that we used, and I'm gonna put it on there, and I'm gonna show y'all. We used this gun. We used that gun that I'm showing y'all. We used it for fire missions, you know what I'm saying? We actually shot live rounds, you feel me? We did it many a times. My first time, I was kind of scared because the way the gun is, you have to step in the trails, and I was always in the trails. So I was in the trails, and the gun, like when you shoot it, it's an arm, and it comes back, and like the two little arms, it blow back real fast, like you go boom. Bro, it looked dangerous as hell, and my legs would be right by it, you know what I'm saying? And it was my first time, so I didn't know if it hit me or not. So that's why the sergeants, they would tell me, keep your legs on the trails, keep your legs on the trails, because if you don't, bro, that shit will blow you back and it will hurt you, and it will, bro. Like if I show y'all this gun and I show y'all to where it blow back from, man, y'all, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit was kind of scary. But I liked it, you know what I'm saying? I love firing, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do firing that much. We mostly did infantry shit, you know what I'm saying? Like going out in the woods, doing reconnaissance and all that shit, you feel me? But that was natural for me, you know what I'm saying? I was always a nigga that watched my back, you know what I'm saying? You know, I did that without going in the Army, you know what I'm saying? The Army just made me implement that more into my lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's just like second nature now. So, where did I stay? I was active duty. See, I think it's three types of options you could do. You could do active, reserve, or National Guard. I was active, and active is the ones that stay on base, and those are the ones that get deployed the most, are the active people. National Guard get deployed too, but they only get deployed for their state. National Guard is for the state. See, active is the big army, you know what I'm saying? So I stayed, they gave me a little dorm, you know what I'm saying? I was in a dorm room, and I loved it, you know what I'm saying? I was in a little spot by myself. But the only thing I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, about having my own room and about staying in the Army was that they check up on you every day, you know what I'm saying? Especially in basic training. I'm gonna get to that, you know, I got a topic on basic training. In basic training, bro, you had to toe the line. And what toe the line is, you had to wake up at 06:30 in the morning, and you had to get in front of your bed, make your bed, do everything within 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Within 30 minutes, you gotta make your bed, brush your teeth, do everything you need to do, get dressed, and toe the line. That means stand in front of the bed with your bed made, everything clean, you know what I'm saying? So they can come check you. They do barracks checks, you know what I'm saying? And barracks are just what you stay in, you know what I'm saying? That's what the barracks is. Damn, bro, this shit bring back memories now that I'm talking about it, man. I'm glad y'all niggas made me do this, because some of this shit was fun, but some of this shit was hell. But looking back at it now, I'm like, damn. I mean, of course I'm gonna miss it, but the thing is, I don't want to ever go back to it, because now, bro, I'm so far away off now. Like, nigga, I'm my own boss now. You feel me? I'm doing everything on my own now. You know what I'm saying? Money comes through me. It don't go through fucking accountants and all that. No, it comes through me. It comes directly to me. I get all my profits, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't get my profits, then I didn't have to pay something off, you feel me? But yeah, I get most of my profits. Having a car. I had a car in the Army. I actually had two. The first car was a Ford Focus, 2014 Ford Focus. It was gray. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a picture in that. And I also had a 2017 Ford Fiesta. I'm also put a picture in that too. I had both of them. You know what I'm saying? But when I got out the Army, I was like, I really don't need the cars. You know what I'm saying? I just want to save up my money and get a car that I actually want. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a car that I just needed to get around. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want that car. You feel me? But my family members helped me out on that car. They helped me get that car. So, you know, I thank them for that. But I would always feel not right about that car. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't mine. You feel me? And that's one thing I got to realize. That when people give you stuff, bro, it don't have the same effect as to when you get it on your own, you know what I'm saying? When you get it your own stuff, you feel me? So that's why I kind of felt, you know, iffy about taking a car, you know what I'm saying? I don't really take nothing from nobody. I barely ask people, you know what I'm saying? If I can't get it on my own, then I don't really need it and I don't really want it. And I really don't need it, you know what I'm saying? But why did I get out? I got out because I only wanted to do 1 year. I only to do one contract, which is 4 years. But my real contract is 3 years, 8 weeks. But, you know, one full contract is 4 years. You feel me? The reason I got out is because, shit, I just wanted to see how it was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh, shit, I ain't gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, I ain't gonna go. So then I was like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna check it. You know what I'm saying? So I went, tried it out, liked it a little bit. I mean, it started off hard, you feel me? Because I was really on my own, you know what I'm saying? For the people that want to have a sense of loneliness and a sense of being alone and feeling like nobody has your back, bro, go to the Army. Because that's the type of feeling that's going to give you, you feel me? Like, it's the type of, man, the shit they made us do, like, I didn't really think nothing of it. And I didn't really cry. But I seen other people cry around me, you know what I'm saying? In basic training, I'm going to get more into this subject. Like I said, this video is a whole hour, so I'm going to be cutting shit out. But this video going to be long. They had people, the first week we got into basic training, they made us call our people. You know what I'm saying? For the last time. It's going to be for the last time for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? So we was all calling our moms. They gave us 15 minutes, but it didn't feel like 15 minutes. They was fucking rushing us. But, you know, I didn't really care. You know, I call them, hey, mama, they finna take our phones. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Fall to the bag. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't cry. But when I was talking to my mom and I was like, mama, man, I'm finna go. They finna take our phones. Bro, I felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? It felt like I was finna cry, but I didn't cry. You know what I'm saying? I thugged it out. I'm like, okay, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I put my grinding hat on. I was just grinding. You know what I'm saying? I was a bad kid in the Army. I ain't gonna lie. I got recycled. What a recycle is that it's kind of like being held back in a grade. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being held back in a grade. You know what I'm saying? I was held back. You know what I'm saying? Because of some shit I did. It's something called SHARP, sexual harassment and assault response prevention, assault response prevention, or program, whichever one. But I would, you know what I'm saying? I got a mouth on me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, people don't know how to have fun like I do. You feel me? And once I got to the big Army, then I knew that my recycle was fucking for nothing. I got recycled for nothing. Because when I got to the Army, they was doing what I was doing times 10. Nigga, it was way worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Talk about females, pussy, ass, how they want to fuck them. So I knew, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like something different for me. You feel me? But the reason I got recycled was because I was saying that a female in the latrine, she had to wipe her pouch or something like that. Something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Something funny. You know what I'm saying? I had everybody laughing, but I don't know who told on me, because they don't tell you who tell on you, know what I'm saying? Because it's anonymous. If she want to keep her name anonymous, she can do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing, y'all young boys, all y'all dudes that want to join the Army, man, y'all got to watch out for the SHARP. Because SHARP will give females more power than they think they have. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know how your baby mom it's kind of like child support in a way. You know what I'm saying? That's what SHARP is in the Army. It's kind of like child support. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the topic. Things that were good. The things that were good was the DFAC. The DFAC is the dining facility, but they call it the DFAC. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why, but the army got so many words and terms, so they gotta break it. They gotta like abbreviate most of the shits. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta have acronyms for damn near everything. You feel me? They do. You feel me? Things that were good. The things that were good is I actually had time alone. You know what I'm saying? At 5 p.m. So you go to work from 6 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. or later, most likely to 7 p.m. And after that, you have the rest of the day off. I like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I also like the weekends. We had every weekend off, you know what I'm saying? If we didn't go to the field, then we had every weekend off. But if we went to the field, then we had to go to the field, you know what I'm saying, for that weekend too. And the field is kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? You don't take showers, you feel me? You gotta bring wipes. If you don't bring wipes, or if you don't got no little concoction to where you can make a little shower out of, then you fucked. You feel me? But yeah, the things that were good was the DFAC. The DFAC was like a fucking buffet. You know what I'm saying? You had your potatoes, you had your bacon, turkey bacon, you had your muffins, you had your biscuits, you had anything you can, you know what I'm saying, imagine, and it's all free. You feel me? Because they take it out your paycheck. But I mean, you really can't tell they take it out your paycheck because it's not a big, you know what I'm saying, thing. But they do take it out your paycheck. And the reason they take it out your paycheck is because you live on base, you know what I'm saying? So you actually pay for the DFAC. That's why you get it free. The people that's married on base, they can't get free DFAC food. They got to pay for their food. So that's one thing I liked. Another thing that was good is we got 24-hour access to the gym. You know what I'm saying? The gym ain't always open. The gym closes when like around 7 or 9 o'clock at night. So, you know what I'm saying? Once you get off at 5, you'll have about 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a late call at work, a late day at work, a late call, this is what a late call is. I said late call wrong. Late call is like 9 o'clock work. You know what I'm saying? Instead of 6 o'clock work, you get 9 o'clock work. So you can stay in the bed for 3 more hours. That's late call. Late work is actually when you stay past 5 o'clock, because 5 o'clock is the time that's off. That's when the trumpet go off, and I forgot what it's called, but it's a saying that they do to end the day. It's an army term, and I forgot it. But yeah, it's the end of the day. You gotta stand towards the music, put your right hand over your chest, or you can see the flag, look at the flag while the music go off, and then when the music ends, that's when you can move again. You have to do that. You feel me? If you don't do that, you can get a fine. Things that were good, I could travel, you know what I'm saying? I got paid handsomely, so shit, you know. I don't need a lot of money to live, so when I say I get paid handsomely, my pay handsomely and y'all pay handsomely can be probably different. So things that were bad. The bad things was that even when you get in a big army, y'all remember when I told y'all to toe the line? Y'all still gonna have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be as frequently as in basic, but it's gonna be somewhat crucial still, because you're gonna have your first sergeant and your battery commander, your BC, to come check your room. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Cause some first sergeants or some BCs are strict on what you can have in your room, you know what I'm saying? So some people had to take down their posters, and I want my little room to feel like a home, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was never told anything, because I would always keep my room clean, even like I do now. But it's just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you got the rules like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really like that shit. But my paychecks, when I first got in the army, they was $600 every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? And that was just starting. But when I got to PFC, I got $1,100 every 2 weeks. And I know it wasn't all that, but think about it, bro. It's all that to when you have everything taken care of for you. You know what I'm saying? You got free food, you got a free house, no bills, free water. The only thing I had to pay was my Wi-Fi, my phone bill, my car note, my insurance, and little other things, you know what I'm saying? Little other things like if you needed ranks, if you needed to buy rank pendants to put on your uniform, or you need to buy more uniforms or any of that stuff like that, you had to take care of that. But that was so cheap, you know what I'm saying? So I had so much money to blow, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't really know nothing about the value of the dollar like I do now. So I was just spending my money, and I had so much shit, bro. Like if anything, bro, 3 years ago I could have started my YouTube and probably been better off than I am now, you know what I'm saying? But hey, everything happened for a reason. I learned a lot of things in the Army. So my opinion, if I think y'all should go, I think y'all should just try it, you know what I'm saying? Not do 20 years like everybody was expecting me to do, you know what I'm saying? Just try it. If you don't like it, you can get out. The food. You already know the DFAC down in the facility. The food was great. Food was awesome, you know what I'm saying? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They serve 3 times a day, and it's all free. You know what I'm saying? They got different defects on the on base, you know what I'm saying? I was in Georgia. I was in Fort Benning, Georgia. That's why I was stationed at. I liked it there, you know what I'm saying? I like the Georgia base. The paperwork was one of the longest things, especially when you first get into the Army. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go through a lot of paperwork. Like, I don't know how many I stayed in a hotel twice because of paperwork. That's how much paperwork is. Yeah, you got to go to Houston, do all your paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Physical shit, you know what I'm saying? Just like a football physical, you know what I'm saying? Or a basketball physical, you know? You got to do a physical for sports. You got to do a physical for this too. They want to make sure you're good. But the thing is, how long I stayed in the Army? Like I said, I stayed in the Army for 3 years, 18 weeks. So you might as well just count it 4 years, you feel me? Mine was kind of longer because I told y'all I was a recycle. So a recycle, he does basic training all over again, you feel me? And I was in blue phase. Blue phase is almost close to graduation. That's how close I was to graduating. But then, you know, that sharp incident happened when the girl had told on me, saying I was saying some bad shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it was probably more than 3 years, 18 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I did a couple of more weeks, you feel me? Just because I was recycled. Nah, a couple of more months just because I was recycled. Basic training. Okay, so I'm gonna start off on basic training. This video going on 22 minutes. I don't give a fuck. Basic training. So basic training, BCT. That's when you first start. Your basic training is kind of gonna be your hardest. Basic training was my hardest, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to get used to everything. All the new slangs and all that. You know, y'all know what the latrines is? The latrines is what they call the restrooms. You can't say restrooms in the Army. You say restrooms, you bound to get 20 push-ups or 10 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? You have to say latrines. It's a lot of things. If one person get in trouble, okay. So it's 3 phases, right? It's red phase, white phase, and blue phase in the basic training. And every phase is like what, 4 weeks? So that's like 3 months. 3 months and 3 months and a couple of weeks you got to stay in basic training. And that's how many weeks and months I stayed in basic training. 3 months and a couple of weeks. Red phase is your first phase, white phase is your second phase, and blue phase is your third phase, and then you have graduation. Red phase is one of the hardest for me because, like, red phase, if one person do something in it's 4 teams, 4 platoons, and then it's the first battery I was in Bravo battery, then I went to Charlie battery. I was in a wolf pack. My first time I was in a wolf pack. No, that's my second. My second platoon I was in was called the wolf pack. The first platoon I was in was, I don't even remember, but yeah, the wolf pack is the one I really remember because I love wolves, bro. I love the wolf pack, bro. If one person do something in the red phase, then y'all all gotta take that same punishment, you know what I'm saying, for the person that mess up in your platoon. And that thing is, it really don't mess with you, but it's just the thing that people do stuff on purpose, you know what I'm saying, and they know what they doing. It'll break you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, that kind of made us get closer as a platoon, you know what I'm saying, just getting in trouble together. That made us get closer as a platoon. And white phase, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know none of these people, you know what I'm saying, but I became a popular person. I was PG. PG is a person that is an APG and a PG. A PG is a person that runs the whole platoon. He's the one that march people. And APG is the second person, you know what I'm saying, assistant PG, you feel me? You got 2 sergeants over your platoon. I mean, what else y'all want to know, you feel me? Basic training, you can't walk everywhere, you know what I'm saying? They walk you everywhere. You can't go nowhere. Like, they literally walk you everywhere. Like, you can't go nowhere by yourself like you could do in the big Army in basic. In basic, bro, you have to have a sergeant and a staff sergeant. You have to have your drill sergeant with you at all time. Or if the drill sergeant's not with you, then they tracking where you are. You know what I'm saying? Tracking is just, they understand. You know what I'm saying? That's what tracking mean in the Army. When they tracking something, they understand it. I'm tracking it, sergeant. You feel me? Yeah, basic training was cool. I didn't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? Basic training was kind of like a test to get in the big army. You kind of getting you ready, you know what I'm saying? It's basic is not hard. You know what I'm saying? For the people that said it was hard before I joined, it's not hard, you know what I'm saying? They build you up for everything. So if you're not ready, then it's your fault you're not ready, you feel me? For AIT was a little bit shorter, but it had a little bit more leniency, you know what I'm saying? It didn't have that many people staying with me. See, in basic you have over, what, 50, 30, 20, 30 boys in one room, you know what I'm saying? And it's called a bay. You have 20 or 30 boys in one room, you know what I'm saying? Then you got 20 or 30 girls in one room, you know what I'm saying? They separate us, you feel me? Because of that, the sharp complaint, you know what I'm saying? That sharp shit and everything. They don't want nobody to have sex in the army or none of that. They don't want to do no touching. We can't even talk to females unless we got another dude with us, you feel me? But AIT was better, you know what I'm saying? They had more leniency. We only had 4 dudes in one room at that time. And AIT was much better, you know what I'm saying? Got a little bit more leniency on the weekends. We could go to the PX, you know what I'm saying? Call up a taxi and go to the mall and just shop. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I also liked. On the weekends, we could just chill, you feel me? That was the times that we could go to the mall or just study or chill or just go to the gym and work out, you know what I'm saying? Was the weekends, you know what I'm saying? But the weekdays in AIT was for everything else, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of people that I had to get along with and to get used to, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would make me mad in there, but I had to realize that, you know what I'm saying, everybody don't come from my walk of life, so everybody different. But yeah, AIT and then the big army. This is the last thing, the big army. The big army was my favorite thing because it made me realize that everything in basic and in AIT was shit. Everything they told you go out the window, and that don't make sense at all because if you get trained one way and then then you get out of basic and AIT and they tell you, look, I know how them niggas do it over there. I don't like the way they do it over there, so we gonna do it different. You know what I'm saying? It kind of fucked me up because I'm like, hold on, I got trained for this shit, but they telling me that this is wrong or this ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? So one thing about the big army is that I would always get chastised. You know what I'm saying? People would lie on me. One thing I noticed about the big army is they talk. They gossip like bitches in the army, you know what I'm saying? Because they have nothing else better to do. So when somebody fuck up, you gonna be the talk of that. You know what I'm saying? I was the talk of my battery for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Just for the fact that they thought I was, you know what I'm saying, trying to bitch a sergeant. So word got around. So when I first got to the big army, you know what I'm saying, I was getting hassled and haggled and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really think nothing of it. You know, I didn't really care. I came to do a mission. I came to do my job. So after a couple weeks, they started getting used to me. They started liking me. They were like, damn, bro, this nigga work hard as fuck. I was gonna be one of the first specialists in my squad. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna be the first. Matter of fact, in the whole battery, I was gonna be the first specialist to come up from a PFC quick. You know what I'm saying? Everybody liked me. You know what I'm saying? And the thing before I left, everybody came around me before I left and was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of sad that you're leaving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was sad that I was leaving, and it kind of dwelled on me because they gave me all these problems, but then at the end they gonna say I'm gonna miss you. Like, I had so much of a big impact on that battery, bro. Like, I was talking to my sergeant the other day. He was telling me that everybody left out the army after I left. So I played a big part in that shit, and I just didn't feel like it though. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you feel like you just don't belong, and that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was changing people's lives in there, and I didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying, people was looking at me or eyes was on me, but yeah, bro, I was influencing people and I didn't even know it. So that's what also made me realize that, man, you know what I'm saying, I got to keep going because there's a lot of people that'll look up to me but not say it because they don't know how you gonna react or how you gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? But man, so once I realized that people depended on me, man, I knew that I just got to start listening to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own boss. I've been my own boss ever since a kid, you know what I'm saying? I've been listening to myself ever since a kid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my story for the Army, man. If y'all like this shit, y'all think I should do a part 2, because I'll do a part 2, you know what I'm saying? I'll get even more in depth into it, you know what I'm saying? Give y'all some stories on this Army shit, you know what I'm saying? About how me using Tinder and all that shit. Bro, I done got some shit, bro. Some shit didn't happen to me in the Army, bro. So if y'all niggas want to know some shit that happened to me in the Army, man, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. For all my new people, man, welcome to the Trill fam. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.
Don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Weight on my shoulder, bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out.